We are live on the Hookfin Barbell Show, episode 38. The show you've been waiting for, the recap of the giant weekend we just had. I am live in studio with the wonderful and talented and beautiful Mrs. Barbell sitting directly to my left.
Can't wait to hear all the sleazy stories from the weekend, gentlemen.
Nothing sleazy about it.
Also,
well, I don't know, teepees.
Hold on, back off. Hold on, we got to introduce the other two guys that are also virtually in a different studio. Is that what you say?
I don't think so.
What
I
do
don't
you
know
say?
that anyone says that.
Not on location, if you will.
Also, not the best way to say that.
What is then, Hotshot?
Well, they're joining us virtually, you could say.
They are joining us from a remote destination. Parts unknown. Bossman is on a front porch swing. Say hello, Bossman.
Hello.
And, of course, the white George Foreman sitting live in his studio where he makes all the content.
This is not where I make all the content. That's upstairs, buddy.
Yeah, where all the tripods are
hey,
at.
that's where the tripods are.
Right?
Well, we can all thank John Millette with the Lockup Gym for having us here. John Millette owns Lockup Gym in Taylorville, IL, 111 West Main Cross. Taylorville's over in Springfield, if you're not familiar with where that is. You can also find him online at www.thelockupgym.com, and you can use code HFB10 to get 10% off. Off what? Apparel, supplements. That's mostly apparel.
Anything on the site?
Anything that is in the site.
Yeah.
But if you go see him for the gym, he's got a lot of good equipment, a good place to go. Big gym, the supplement shop's right there attached to it. So thanks, John, for sponsoring us.
The lockupgym.com.
And on Instagram.
All right,
Thanks,
boys.
John.
I can't see him now when I have him over here. I got to put it short.
What are you talking about?
We're blowing you up on the big screen, but I couldn't see you guys because you're behind one of the cameras. We got the monitor going on
There's
out
too
here.
many cameras.
Cameras, monitors. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
A little too high tone for you, I think, Tommy boy.
Let's dig into this. Let's dig into the meat of this story. Where should we start?
With where you went, in case anyone doesn't know.
Where did we go?
French Lick, IN.
The Hick from French Lick. We went to this thing called the Home Gymcon, which we really had no idea what the hell we're getting into or what it was about. We all meet at the HFB compound. What, Friday night?
Yeah.
Friday night.
4:30.
4:30, and we take off in the truck. We get about, 30 minutes down the road, and something's flying off the truck. We've hit something. Right?
What was that, though? The weather stripping?
Yeah, well, I thought we hit somebody or something. Remember? I was with them on the phone with the Massonomics guys saying, man, I saw some of these stories. I don't know if we should be going. This doesn't really look like our type of crowd.
Well, come to find out, it really wasn't our type of crowd.
Yeah. So, yeah, the weathering stripping, we had to take off the truck right off the bat. So it was kind of a bad start. And then first stop is a little place called Indianapolis.
What do you think of that, boss man? What was your first?
Yeah, where did we take you? Where was that place called?
Twin Peaks.
He had never been to Twin Peaks. Me and Foreman were churching it up, telling him this is the coldest beer you've ever had in your life, the best bacon burger of all time. And Boss Man was like a little kid in a candy store.
What'd you order, boss man?
I got I think it was $1 billion burger, they called it.
Yes, he got the billionaire burger.
Did you get the cheese curds?
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
cheese curds as well.
It was excellent.
Boss Man devoured all that and then 5 beers.
Jesus.
And then he peed 7 times, right, Foreman? While we're there.
Oh, it was ridiculous. Hey, where's boss man? Oh, he's in the pisser again.
Yeah, it's time to go. Where's Boss Man?
It was good beer. Again. Ice cold.
He actually got carded there, too.
Yeah, that freaked me out because I was like, you think I do the gray beard and the wrinkles just because I'm trying to get booze?
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that either. Boss Man had a fake suit on so he can get alcohol because he's underage. Anyway, we head out of there, and there's still got a few hours left to go to French Lick, Indiana. It was south of Indy. And then we exit the interstates at one point, right? At some point, they have us on this back road because I'm following directions from the iPhone whatever the fuck it's called, right? So it'll take you anywhere. We get off the interstate, we get on a highway, but then at one point we get on like a 1-lane road. I thought it was going to somebody's farm, but it's not. It's a regular road, and we didn't see what, life for 2 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty close to 2 hours.
See some clown on a horse in a field at like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, the horse, it looked like it was dead, right? The horse I think it was sleeping. The guy was standing next to the horse, but the horse was sleeping. So
I don't know about your guys' story so far.
Huh?
Pick it up.
Wow.
Okay, let's pick it up.
Well,
All right.
then.
Well, now, if you want it to get better, it's going to get just better from here. I mean, that was the boring part.
Yes, it was.
So here comes the good part. We have no plans. We have no idea what we're going to do at the French Lick. We pull into town. There is only one cop in the town that is following us all the way through the town. And the white George Foreman goes, "Hey, I found a bunch of teepees or in a camp thing we could stay at." Well, I said, "Oh, great. We'll just pull in there then. Makes you sleep in the truck or get a teepee, whatever." Right, Foreman?
Yeah. Get over there. 1-lane road.
Yeah.
With a creepy ass tunnel, basically.
A 1-lane tunnel to get through this place. And this is like 2 a.m, right? So it looks like a scary movie. We don't know what the fuck we're getting into. So we go through the tunnel, go up the road, then Foreman's like, "Hey, take a right. It's right here. This is Sleeping Bears or something." Well, it's through a field. Another mile through a field on a gravel 2-lane, or not 2-lane, like a something a farmer would have going through the field. So we get there and it's
Oh, Jesus Christ, Bossman.
Seriously?
hell is that? It's Bossman.
What is this finger doing?
Oh, no, that's his penis.
What is that? Is this your finger?
Bossman, come on, we're live. Would you tell him to stop it with the horn? Fuck. Jesus. Yeah, well, so we get there and we're trying to get us. You can't get a spot at 2 a.m. and somebody. This guy lived in the back, I guess, by himself. I don't know what the deal was.
We tried, though. We called.
Yeah, so now we're out of options. Now we're like, I don't know what the fuck. I was like, let's just pull into like a truck stop. I said, Foreman, what's the nearest truck stop? We'll just camp there for the night, right? 3 hours. What was the nearest truck stop, Foreman? Like 30 miles?
It was 30 miles away. The next closest thing that we could park at was the Walmart, which was like 15.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we're already fucking tired. Now we're getting irritated, right? We're like, we got to just crash. Bossman, all of us have been up almost 24 hours. You know, Bossman said he woke up at 3 a.m. the day before.
We literally drove back the same direction we came in, 30 minutes. And that same cop in French Lick followed us all the way to Walmart.
Yeah, he did. I was a little bit nervous, but luckily I had not been drinking. I was fine. And if Bossman was driving, it would have been a problem.
Yes,
Bossman
big problem.
He would have been arrested. So we pull into this lovely Walmart parking lot and do some van life stuff.
Very classy.
Get settled in for the night, right? Find a great spot right next to the dumpster.
Nobody wants to park next to the dumpster.
That's what I said. Nobody's got to park next to the dumpster. We got a great spot here, boys. Sit back, relax. We'll pop a movie on, have some chips. Bossman's in the back seat. Let me paint you a picture, you know. Bossman's laid out in the back, his feet almost out the window. Me and Foreman are in the front seat in our recliners. We pop on Roadhouse. Things couldn't be better.
Was this the point where the guy said, "I miss Karen"? Karen would have
Yes,
put us up in
That
a
was
hotel.
Bossman crying in the back seat the whole time.
Karen
Come on,
wouldn't let us
Bossman.
live like this.
Karen wouldn't let us live like this, man. This sucks. I miss Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at home in the middle of my king size bed.
Oh, that's another
by
thing. Boss was
myself.
like, I own my
The
own
hotel
house.
floor was
I'm
sounding
sleeping.
pretty good at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, we know. You were sleeping really good.
Not really.
Yeah. So, anyways, we try to get to bed. You know, I'm like, fuck, we got to get to bed. It's late. We got to at least get a couple hours of sleep. So we start sleeping. The only guy that's asleep is Bossman. He's snoring very loudly. I couldn't get to bed. I know Foreman couldn't get to bed. I don't know what Foreman was doing. Foreman was on watch pretty much the whole night, weren't you, Foreman?
Yeah, because you and him were dueling snoring.
Yeah. I remember at one point I couldn't go to sleep, and I go in my head. I was like, "This is fucking bullshit. We're leaving. We got it. Let's just go to the Roach Motel down the street."
Ew.
And then all of a sudden it passed out, and then I was fine. But Foreman was up, and he saw fucking third shift workers coming in and out, or what?
Yeah, there was a lady listening to music, walking around the parking lot, picking up all the trash. And she walked in front of the truck, and I like dipped all the way down. And she kept like staring as she's walking by. I'm like, she fucking saw me. I know she saw me.
Stranger
He's up,
danger.
he's up by himself.
But I probably didn't fall asleep till almost 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh god.
And then Price woke me up at 6 o'clock. He had to pee or something. So he's like, he opens the door and slams it. And then,
Yeah, because he had to pee again.
Yeah, for the 20th time that day.
Yeah.
And then he gets
50. We'll talk about this again.
well,
What did he say?
I don't know what he said. It's something
he
about
said
his
when you
goals.
turn 50, we'll talk about it again.
Bossman has a bladder of a fucking, I don't know. Who has
An
that?
ant.
50-year-old, apparently.
He's a bladder as a 50-year-old, I guess.
But it was absolutely horrendous sleeping conditions.
Yeah, it was some of the worst sleeping conditions. I'd to be a little bit better than that. It wasn't.
Jason, did you miss the crack of your Arnold hotel bed?
Yeah, at least I was laying down.
No, that was a tough
Sleeping
night,
in the
dude.
crack of the
Yeah,
bed.
and I told you I was going to
Jeez.
sleep on that crack.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, yeah. No, I was a lot thinking about it the day or a couple days before. It was like, yeah, it'll be funny, we'll just do that, pass out for a couple hours. I mean, what do we need, a fucking hotel room or whatever when we're only going to be there for a few hours? It'll be fun. We'll pop a movie on, and sleep in the truck. The reality of it, it was not fun. I would not do it again, probably. I
Well,
mean, maybe
Probably.
maybe if I was by myself like that and I was just like traveling somewhere far and just slept for like a couple hours in my truck at a rest stop, I might do it again, but not ever like that.
But
That was probably a mistake.
We did completely redeem ourselves on the second night, though.
Oh my God, the ultimate redemption, man. I mean, that made the whole trip. So the next morning, Foreman calls the teepee place that he found online. Take it over from here, Foreman.
I mean, what's there to say, Tom? I called and asked if they had teepees available.
I mean,
Well, you got to tell the story, Foreman. Here's
There's no
what you
story.
did. You called and we got in at 8 in the
you
morning.
slept in a teepee.
No, I'm telling you, he called and we got in at 8 in the morning instead of like a hotel 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We went and had breakfast then at Lily's or Millie's or whatever it was called.
Wasn't it Nilly's?
Nilly's.
Another good find by Foreman.
Yeah, it was a great breakfast. We there was a right downtown French Lick and a very small.
I think you're skipping over setting the stage of what it is to sleep in a teepee. So
we haven't
We're
got
building
the
up
teepee
to
part yet. We're still building up to the teepee.
well, when
man. So we
you
eat
already
there
said
first.
you checked in and then left, so that's dumb.
No,
We never checked in yet.
Oh,
We
But,
went ate next, and now after we ate a beautiful breakfast at Nilly's, if you're in French Lick, Indiana, check that place out.
but here we are the whole time thinking we're not going to get in anywhere. So we run into Walmart and buy baby wipes.
Yep.
What else did we buy? Oh, and you bought your Ghost.
Baby
Little did
wipes.
Eye drops. Tommy needed eye drops.
Eye drops. I couldn't even
yeah.
open my eyes hardly. They're so
He's
red.
already get a pink eye. He kept rubbing his eyes. It was awful.
Yeah.
So little did we know that we'd be able to check in early and actually shower. So we got the baby wipes for nothing.
Yeah, and actually the shower, when we got there, I think Bossman raced to the shitter right away. Like,
Oh, he
I didn't
did.
know what happened to him. And then, yeah, we went in there. There was 4 toilets, 4 separate rooms in an old like box made out of plywood, pretty much, right? So there's a shitter and a shower in each box,
Yeah, and they were great.
and it was awesome. It was really good. It was like almost like showering outside too, kind of. It was I don't know, the mats, the boards, the water just went through the boards and shit. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if that's definitely really sanitary.
No,
just
I
have
don't think it was either, dude.
Shower water running into the ground, but
Yeah.
whatever.
No, it was a beautiful place, and there was nobody else there except for us. So we had the whole property to ourselves. The teepee had 4 like army cots in it. I sent a picture of the army cots, the inside of the teepee, to Karen, and Karen showed the kids. And what did Bear say about it?
Well, so she knew that there were 3 people going, and the picture you could see just had like this like little, I don't know, Winnie the Pooh hole that could fit into
Yeah, it was a small
and
hole.
you could hardly see
Yeah.
one of the cots. She said, "I hope there are more of those because you could only see the one." Like, "Oh, honey, there's 4. Don't worry, there's 4." And she said, "I think Price should have 2 of them."
Well, little does she know that Price got 2 of them.
Yes, that is true.
She didn't like. She wasn't even trying to be funny. She was just trying to be practical.
Yeah, that is
She
practical.
figured Price should have 2 of them.
Price looked like he was in his coffin while he's sleeping in it.
Yeah,
Like,
that
God.
was right after the shower too. He laid down and it was not good. He didn't want to get back up.
The first thing I said when you guys checked in and called me and were showing me around the place, I said, "You guys are going to be cold." And you're like, Karen, come on.
Oh, jeez.
It's warm out.
When we woke up that next morning, Price we had his flannel over his head with a tube coming out of it, right? I don't know, Foreman had his sweatshirt on. He was covered up with like a bunch of weird crap. I had shorts on my arms.
I called that shit when it was
Yeah.
70 degrees and you guys were like, "It's warm here. This is great."
Yeah.
You guys
Sleeping
just
on our
had warm
luggage.
blanket.
Yeah, and everybody had pillow because we didn't have we
no one
didn't,
had pillows or blankets.
or towels or fucking the only person that brought anything at all was Foreman. At least he brought soap for everybody to use.
Thank
Yeah,
God for
nobody the whole trip. I'm like, you guys didn't bring any body wash. Like, even if we stayed in a hotel, you would want to be clean. Oh no, we used a hotel soap. I'm like,
Yeah.
that is the worst soap that you could use. Why didn't you bring something that's actually gonna have some smell to it? But no, they used mine the whole time.
Yeah, and then we had no
that.
towels.
Greatly
We dried off.
appreciated, by the way.
We dried off with old fucking
Dirty t-shirts.
dirty.
Our old dirty t-shirts.
Mhm. Oh God. Yeah, so we all took showers. We all showered and shaved, and then after that, we drank some pre-workouts. Bossman's pre-workout of choice was 3 or 4 beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4.
Me and Foreman had pre-workout, and then we did a workout. I set up a bunch of stations where we did a beautiful workout, and had a good pump going. And the day had just gotten so much better because we're not in a truck anymore. We have a teepee. We had a shower. We had a bathroom to use, and now we're working out. I mean, we feel like new men, right? Everything's
Definitely.
going great. So now let's show them what the Finns are driving. Let's drive to the damn Expo. Oh, shit. Price of the light just went out.
What are those? Oh, motion sensor.
Yep. Yeah, I bet the old lady shut the lights off on him. Would you
Probably
shut
locking
up
the
out
door.
there?
Probably locking the door right now too. Thought I heard a click.
He'll be sleeping in his car tonight.
Won't be the first time.
He's
for that.
used to that.
Yeah, right. He can do that. He just did it in a fucking Walmart parking lot last
Well
week.
trained.
Well trained in the voodoo arts. So we pull in to this big, weird place. This place is at like, I don't know. How would you describe what this place in French Lick was?
A little high tone for us.
Yeah, it was. They had valet parking. They had like security around. It was a giant place, like real fancy, like hotel with a casino, with auditoriums, it was by far the biggest thing ever in that town. And there's nothing like it in the town. There's nothing at all there. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't look like it belonged in French Lick, Indiana.
No, definitely didn't.
It looked like it belonged maybe in like Naperville or the suburbs. or
What
something.
town is French Lick by? I don't know.
No town.
Nothing.
Well, like,
Absolutely
if you
nothing.
had to pick a town,
Nothing.
it is 1 hour from. It is
Nothing.
2 hours from.
There's 2 hours from Louisville.
Ew, okay.
No, probably an hour from Louisville, 2 hours from
Off
Indy.
like what main road?
There is no main roads.
Well, like, how did you drive there?
Back
The
roads.
back roads.
There's no interstate that goes through there.
Why would they pick that spot to have it?
I don't know. I do not know. That
Like,
I do not
usually
know.
the places are off main interstates.
I don't know. And I was very surprised. All of the biggest names in the fitness manufacturing industry, Rogue Fitness, Rep Fitness, Tight, all these guys that make all the good shit, every company was there, which was very surprising because
It's in the middle
it
of
just
nowhere.
wasn't that like big of a thing.
It wasn't big.
Didn't seem like those guys would make money off of this deal, like to
I wonder
go
if
there
it's-
and waste all that money. It doesn't seem like you would get paid back like what you spent to bring all that shit there.
Right.
I mean, you'd have to fly that shit in to French Lick. Like all that stuff Rep had, they had to ship that back.
Yeah.
You know,
Insane.
or Rogue. It's just, I don't know how it happened, but to me, it didn't seem like it would be worth it. But I don't know, maybe it is.
I mean, there was teepees 8 minutes down the road.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's
If
another
that
thing.
paints you a picture.
What was funny is everybody asked where we're staying at. We told everybody we're staying in the teepees. They didn't believe us until we showed them. Like, you're fucking staying in a teepee?
Did everyone else stay at the resort like where
Yeah.
Tanner and Tommy stayed?
Yeah, everybody's at the resort. We were in a teepee. So
Well,
I
not
think
only
it
that,
fit us perfectly, though.
even like the locals didn't know that these teepees even existed.
Yeah, like they're
Wait,
8
you
minutes
saw
away.
locals there?
Well,
Well, when we went out to
Neela's.
eat,
Yeah,
Oh.
breakfast place.
Okay.
they're like,
Because
"Where
the
you
old
guys
lady that
staying?"
owned it was the one that served us.
Yeah, she goes, "You guys staying at the hotel down the street?" No, we're staying at teepees like 8 minutes down the road. She goes,
No, we're in teepees.
"Teepees? Where are those at?" Like,
Yeah.
no clue.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
find a secret passageway.
Yeah, it was a secret passageway, highway to hell. So then we pull in and we pull around back. We find out where this thing is, and we park. We get out. We make a grand entrance, make a big scene, right? We never paid for any passes. I don't know. We just walked
right
in like we owned the place. I got the mic out immediately, and I just started yelling. Right, Foreman?
Yeah, they knew you were there.
Yeah.
And
We are live.
We weren't in there 5 minutes, and must have been the lady running the whole thing. Goes, "Where'd you get those beers?"
The store.
And we go, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I know.
We don't sell those beers here. Those got to go.
She worked at the hotel. She didn't run the thing. She was like, I guess, the security lady. I don't know
Or
what she
Nazi.
was.
Beer Nazi.
Yeah. So I said, okay, that's fine. We'll take them right out. We got to go at the entrance. So we just started walking forward with our beers, kept drinking them. And we saw the Voodoo Barbell boys. And I said, hey, you mind if we store our beer here? I said, yeah, no problem. So we just continued drinking and carrying on the fun, right? Like nothing happened.
Yep. But she caught us again, Tom.
Well, that was later on. We'll get to that later. We just wandered around. We went up to like they had placed stuff everywhere. You go up the escalator, and then there was an auditorium there with what was that? A live YouTube podcast?
Yeah.
Karen, are you impressed yet? You look like you're bored.
I'm petting the cat.
Lift heavy pet cats. Yeah. So I walk in there, and then Goob was there. So they like, hey, get up here. So I went up there and helped with whatever podcast that was. I don't even know. Oh, I do know. I don't know what podcast it was, but this guy that was doing it, I don't think appreciated me being on the podcast. You know what I mean? He did not like the vulgar language.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't really notice that.
I didn't notice that either.
Was Goob a guest of his, and then Goob invited you to be the second guest of him?
Goob. I'm not going to say anything.
Well, I mean, whose podcast was it? Was it his podcast?
It was not Goob's.
Okay.
I'll just read you something the guy messaged me.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
He's not putting it live, is he?
You might talk amongst yourselves for a minute. It's going to take me a while to find it.
Gentlemen,
Thanks,
I wasn't at the convention. This is on YouTube.
Tell them.
Should we tell him about?
Just tell Karen about kind of what happened after that. We did the podcast, and after the podcast, we came back in. You tell them about all the YouTube content we did with Goob and stuff. So never mind. I found it. He goes, hey, Huck, I'm the guy whose podcast you jumped in on at home Gymcon. I appreciate you stopping by, but I just want to give you a heads up that I'm going to have to edit some of this before it drops. My day job has a morality clause in the contract, so I can't get too explicit on my podcast. As much as I love doing this stuff, I need to provide for my wife and kids and preserve the day job. Blah, 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 blah.
He doesn't sound like there's any hard feelings.
I'll have the episode out in a couple of weeks and drop the links.
He doesn't sound like there's any hard feelings. He just probably, if you just jumped in.
It's nothing personal with you.
Exactly.
That's what he said.
He was just giving you like a friendly heads
I
up.
said, no
like,
problem, brother, whatever. You
just
know,
so
I
you-
didn't
yeah.
know the guy really.
You're
so-
just trying to help out.
I thought I was. That's why they wanted me. They looked like they were in need.
Yeah.
So
So he's probably just letting you know why things are going to be cut because he wasn't allowed to use your content.
he's probably going to cut all my stuff out.
He might, but that's. I don't know. He doesn't sound like he has a problem with you at all. He's just. It is what it is. Some podcasts you can't. I always
I
wondered
asked him
that.
too. I asked him, you know, what can I say on here or nothing? I said, whatever. So I don't know.
I
That
always
is what
thought
it
that
is.
was
It was
weird.
fun.
Like when we've had guests on that have asked if they can swear in ours, and I didn't even understand that concept. Like, how couldn't you? It's a podcast. You do what you want. But I guess it depends who your sponsors are, what the expectations are of the show. If you're not your own boss,
There's no swearing on this show.
Well, if you're like we're our own boss, so we can do what we want. Maybe he's got people to answer to.
I have a morality clause. Anyways, we go out and Goob follows us everywhere. Bossman just thinks Goob is some idiot. He didn't even know who he was.
He's like the coolest, nicest guy.
Yeah, he just thought, I just saw some guy just tagging along. I have no idea who this guy is.
Bossman thinking like he's such a big shot. And
Oh,
Goob
yeah,
is the
yeah.
like
He thinks Bossman thinks he's a bigger big shot than Goob is.
Hey, I learned my lesson to be
Who
quiet.
is this dork?
Goob is like so famous in the whole industry.
Oh, Goob's and he's fucking great dude too.
So nice.
But he gave us great content,
Oh god, yeah.
great ideas for content.
He was good with helping you
Bossman's
with the
been
film, too.
drinking all day and annoyed that Goob is around.
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy who is really kind and giving us good content? He's annoying.
Yeah. Well, I told Goob we got this microphone and stuff, and Goob loved the microphone. He's like, my God, you guys look professional as hell with this microphone. So then he did a couple things, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna try to interview people, and fuck with them. And he goes, here's an idea. Say you own this company and this. What was it? You just edited it all, boy.
Yeah. It's in my website too. Big Booty Bonanza brand. Make them say it 4 times fast, and they get a certain fake discount code.
Yeah, he was saying, hey, I want a brand called the Big Booty Bonanza brand. Our booth is way in the back. I don't know if you've been there yet, but we're giving a big discount code, up to 30% off if you can say Big Booty Bonanza brand 3 times fast. And everybody just thought it was like real and they would do it, and then some people did get it. I'm like, all right, well, you can come. What's the code, Foreman? I'd ask you. You give the code out.
Yeah, P430.
All right, we'll meet you later. Come back there. Use that code at any time during this. It's not available on the website, just here today only.
There's no booth.
There's no booth. So we did that a few times, and it was pretty fucking funny. And then we had the idea of doing a contest. So we go up to people that were running booths that looked athletic or something, and we'd say, all right, I don't know, I'd say a bunch of bullshit, and I'd say, we have a guy here with us that's a champion currently right now. Would you like to challenge him? He is currently the vertical jump to see how high you can jump. And everybody wanted to take the challenger on, or the champ on. So they were looking around to see who it was. And they're like looking at Goob and Foreman and Bossman. They're like, they don't know who's going to come around the corner or something. And I'd say, all right, the champ is going to go first, and then you will jump after him. And I say, all right, champ, come on out. And people would look around, and it'd be Bossman. He'd get up there and pull his pants up and get ready to jump.
Was he wearing his jeans with the tuck fin shirt tucked in?
Yes, he was. And I'd say on 3,
Standard
2,
uniform.
1, jump. And Bossman would jump about this high off the ground. But
And he'd go like this. He'd be like, you see that? That's a great
You should
jump.
have made the other people jump first.
Got to make the champ jump first.
The champ jump first, and they'd challenge him, and I'd always throw it to the judges, and Bossman did not get beat there after like 20 jumps. He's a reigning champion.
But it was so fun.
I said, judges, I'm going to have to throw it to you. I'm not sure. That was really close.
But it was so funny because the whole time that whenever Bossman walks up, you could see them like laughing and looking him up and down like, this guy ain't going to jump off the fucking ground.
He showed them he got an inch and a half.
I won every time.
It was so good. Bossman was so sore after that. He had jumped way too much. It is the funniest content of all. That made it, like that content right there, I think made the trip. It was fucking great. As you said, your wife watched it for me and couldn't stop laughing, right?
Yeah. She watched all 27 minutes and was cracking up the whole time.
So,
and then we got done watching it. She goes, You got this big booty bonanza brand stuck in my head now.
Yeah, big booty bonanza
that's a
brand.
T-shirt coming on.
Yeah, right. I know. I smell a big booty bonanza brand coming soon. That might be the new. That might be
New
the new
project,
Hudson barbell. Yeah, have big booty bonanza brand hip circles and everything. Right. Girls, whole girls attire. You could have the whole thing.
Yeah. Get rid of hook fin barbell.
What do you think was the best part at the event, the expo?
I'm going first. Bossman jumping.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
by far the funniest thing it was.
By far.
And how everybody thought it was going to be like Michael Jordan. I asked the one guy, I'm like, hey, I re-interviewed him. I said, hey, I just want to know, what did you think when I called this guy out? Who'd you think it was going to be? And he was like, I thought some guy was going to come around the corner, fireworks going to start coming out with a fire extinguisher. Like it was going to be this giant thing, and then it ended up being Bossman. That was funny as fuck.
And then in the video, all I hear is bah, 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 bah. And you go, well, they just killed the champion. The only way they can beat Price is if they kill him.
Yeah, the only way they can beat Price is if somebody shoots him. He ain't going down. Yeah, no, that was great. We did that for a long time. And then the company, the guy who was running the whole thing, wanted me to announce the winner of like their big giveaway, which I did, right? And then shortly after that, they wanted me to be the MC for their big deadlift show that they had at the very end. So that was, what was that, about an hour and a half?
Yeah, that was right towards the end.
And I thought I did a tremendous job doing it. What did you guys think?
Yeah, you did all right.
All right.
Yeah, you did all right.
Come on. I aced that shit, man. Are you kidding me?
Who's better, Tom or Gene?
Gene.
Gene's so good. Gene's my favorite.
The best part of Tom's was when the mic died. And you couldn't hear him yelling anymore.
Foreman, you stupid bitch. Get the fuck out of here. It's not even funny, Foreman.
No, that was the best part.
That's it. I'm muting your mic for the rest of the show.
Oh, see you, buddy.
No, I thought the best part of that was when Bossman did 25 reps with like 135. And then the Asian girl came up and did 315 right after that.
Like six reps.
Yeah, Bossman was dying too. He's like, oh.
This girl couldn't weigh more. Well, I don't know what she weighed, but she was real little.
There was no way she weighed 135.
Yeah. No, that was pretty good. It was a good ending. And then,
well, then that guy that he did that 1,100 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jefferson deadlift off the thing.
But really, I mean, we thought this whole thing was going to be like from looking at like Instagram videos and all this other stuff that we were getting sent to us, we thought it was going to be like a complete nerd fest.
Well, I thought it was going to be a waste of time. I was like kind of regretting it. Like, man, maybe we shouldn't even go. It seems like a waste. Let's just go to fucking Nashville.
Yeah, you were down.
I was pretty down going on in there. And then the teepee really picked things up, I think. That was the first thing that went good. And then, yeah, we had fun at the thing, doing all this stupid shit. And we got a lot of great content for YouTube, man. I mean, that's
really the main reason why we were going anyway.
Yeah, and we met. Like I came home with the Mars bar, you know, and Rep Fitness. I got a bench from them. Mars bar guys are awesome. The owner, the guy that actually makes the bars, hilarious too. Like the family's hilarious. The guy that runs Mars bar, and then Rep Fitness. Obviously, they've always been great to me. So that was good seeing all those guys again. What are you laughing at, for?
I texted you too.
Oh, Jesus.
You're just causing trouble on the side.
Yeah.
Karen must be bored. She's texting us during the show.
A little bit of side content there.
A little side content.
Price is like, why are you guys laughing?
Sorry, Price, I don't have your phone number.
It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. Sounds like he's gonna cry.
Price, you gotta give me Price's number one day.
All right, that's not happening. But moving on.
I wouldn't know how to do it while this thing's going anyways.
Oh, yeah, it'd be fucked. The whole thing would shut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe you actually got on here.
Up.
It's like, hold on, I need an email for this. I don't have an email.
Are
He
you
thought I was just going
kidding?
to text him something. Yeah, that's what we're having problems with in the beginning too.
How do you not have an email?
I'm technologically challenged, Karen. I do have an email. I just didn't know how to get to it or what I just never use it.
How old's Gigi? Gigi turns 9. My grandma
100.
turns 99 in 8 days. She can do all of the things. How can you not do
all
the things?
the things? How can you can't do the things? She does all the things.
She texts, she emails, she's on Facebook. She's probably not on Instagram, but listen, she's 99.
Big booty bonanza brand.
It's probably a good thing that she's not on Instagram to see all
So
dipshit shenanigans.
Oh, she loves Tom and his shenanigans. I mean, probably not all of them, but she's
All right.
a little funny about it.
So moving on, we leave the place, right? We go back to our teepee. We have a beer or two, we get dressed, and we're gonna go out to eat. So we pick a place, a bar, restaurant, and they don't have much to choose from there. Everybody else would do something like $100 plate dinner, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, you go to
For
this
real?
plate dinner? I ain't going to that fucking shit.
Yeah.
Ew, like wedding food?
Yeah, it's like it was
Gross.
like some venue, like all.
Yeah,
the-
it was in.
Did Tommy and Tanner go?
Of course they.
Ew.
Well, they didn't go. The second day they went home. The first night they did.
They went. Oh,
They
went
left
home
early.
Saturday
Like
night?
they left like at 3:00.
Okay.
So we didn't even see much of them. But yeah, that night we went to this bar, grill, ate some food, had a beer or two, and then the guys across the street, Mitch and Florida Fitness, wanted us to come have some beers in their room. So we took it across the street, right, and headed up to the room. There's a bunch of idiots in the room. We drank beer up there for about 45 minutes, right?
No, it was more like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
It probably seemed like 45 minutes for you, though.
And Bossman was in a wheelchair for some reason.
Yeah. Boss man.
And he was Bossman. I saw the video of us like
Did you
pushing you in a wheelchair, and you're supposed to be acting like you're drunk, and you're smiling and laughing like you're the worst actor of all time.
Oh, he was supposed to be passed out.
And he's like, yeah, like
He was loving life. He didn't have to walk anymore.
yeah. Anyways, we get in there, drink a bunch of beer. Met a couple guys that worked at First Form, I think, and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Then went down to the casino and lost our life savings.
yeah, they wanted us to go to this casino, and I don't go to the fucking casino.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
don't do
gamble.
that.
I just want to drink beer, man. So we ended up going. The casino was everything was in the hotel. It was just a long way to go to get there. Went to this casino, went to a bar there. Drank a lot more beer, right?
You
Boss
forgot
man.
we lifted Boss Man up in the wheelchair up a flight of stairs.
And
Yeah,
somebody said there's an elevator right over here.
Yeah. Yeah, then Boss Man stood up and was drinking beer out of the wheelchair. And then somebody's like, hey, is this guy in a wheelchair? First he's up, then he's down, then he's up. What's going on here?
Wait, how long
Beer.
did you
Cheers
stay
it.
in the wheelchair, Price?
I told
All
Price,
night.
I don't know. I was getting sick of it, and I finally was like, look, it was funny for a minute, and I was done
Like
with
for
it.
real, how long?
I don't know, maybe
45
half
minutes.
hour, 40 minutes. I don't know. And then I seen the bathroom down there in the
what's Foreman?
casino.
Am
Oh,
I
it's more
about
like
to
an
get
hour
a
and a half.
text?
Well,
I'm about
here,
to get a text with the real story.
I'm
Wait,
going
wait,
to...
Then I take the thing and roll into the bathroom, close the door, and I'm done with it, right? And then Tommy brings it right back out.
I went into the bathroom like, hey, there's a fucking wheelchair. What's it doing in here? Boss Man, you
I'm
forgot your
trying
damn
to ditch it,
wheelchair.
Tommy.
You dummy. Can't leave your wheelchair in there.
I don't want the wheelchair.
Stop texting it. It's stupid. People on the show need to know what the hell you're talking about.
Here, okay, I'll show you a picture. He says he wasn't in that wheelchair long, but here he is in the hotel room, sitting in the wheelchair.
That was a convenient chair,
But
sir.
if you said he was in his hotel room for an hour and 45 minutes, that means that plus the time it took us to get to the thing, and then a little bit inside the place.
Exactly.
yes,
He was in
Foreman
there,
is
you were
right.
in there. You were in there at least 2.5, 3 hours. Because you went down the escalator, you walked down the escalator, and then
It was a
he
miracle.
brought the
Why are you mocking it?
because he brought down the wheelchair, and then you hopped back in it.
Tommy made me. I don't want to.
Tommy made me.
And get back in this chair. I don't want to. Tommy. Can we just throw it away and get rid of it, man?
Can we just throw it away?
Throw it behind the bar or something.
Tom was Lieutenant Dan once for Halloween, and it was obviously like his legs work, but it was very weird dating a man for the night in a wheelchair. And he was so tired of it.
Oh, I did
was
not
like-
get out of it for 8 hours. I was in character. I would
It
not
was-
get out of it. If I'm doing something, I'm doing 100%.
It was
I'm
at
like Bossman.
Nikki and Jason's Hyatt's house, like the party, and there was like this big step at the front. They didn't have a wheelchair ramp. Oh no, he made us like get it up like the wheelchair or the stair.
I go in
He
character.
did not stand up just even to get into the house. And the whole party, he was there
Yeah, if I go in character.
in
I'm
the
great.
wheelchair.
So you
Bad.
sat on your legs for 8 hours?
Yes, it was bad, dude.
He almost fell down the basement stairs at one point. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I'm not proud of that, but I am proud that I maintained character for the whole night.
He did. And it was very
Unlike some people on this show.
Boss man.
Boss man.
Are
Boss
you,
man,
are
what
you
was
moving your head out of you're not sure
Oh, but-
or because you're trying to get the motion
I was looking for
sensor to
somebody
stay
else.
on?
and then
No, no,
And then
it's you,
after-
buddy.
Motion sensor.
and then after the casino, which what's his name lost like $1,800 or something. I don't know what he did.
Jesus.
Mitchie.
Betting it
2,000.
all in red. I remember that.
Tommy, did you know that guy before? Mitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys didn't know.
He's been on our
Yeah.
podcast before.
Yeah,
We've
Mitch-
we stayed he's got an Airbnb
Mitch-
like in Michigan.
Mitch drank a lot of booze.
Yeah, he was
that
wasted.
night. We got him back.
It was almost like a year to the day because it was the end of March a year ago, Huck Finn Barbell show that he was on
And then
when we stayed at his place.
yeah, that is true.
Mhm.
With the Coughlin when the Wizard of Oz was there on the show.
Yes. Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and then those guys are like, "Hey, let's go to Champs or whatever the fuck was across the street.
Legends.
Hotel. Let's go to Legends." So, Boss Man's dark again.
Technical difficulties.
So we take us to Legends then and have like a beer or two, right? And you had 2
Yeah.
shots there.
No, that was at the casino.
I thought you had 2 shots at Legends.
No, it was at the casino.
Foreman was taking shots of tequila at one point.
Without me?
Sorry, Karen, you weren't there.
Yep.
You were thinking of me?
So we
Yeah,
go,
that's why I took 2.
Yeah, poured one on the ground. There you go.
This
It's for Karen.
is
This one's for
Karen.
me. Yeah,
Dad homie.
right. And we walk into whatever bar it was. Had, what
Legends.
do we have? Like 2 beers in there.
Yeah.
A couple beers. A couple guys knew me in there. Some guy. What are you laughing at, Foreman?
I had to delete it, but I said
Foreman. Go on.
I put a story on my Instagram. It said Huck Finn Barbell meets Brokeback Mountain. This is a guy in a tank top and a cowboy hat talking to him.
Yeah, he kept saying how much that he loved me, and that the only reason he started working out was because of me.
That's
And then
nice.
yeah, it was great. And then Foreman said he was a homosexual.
They can like
Is
you
that-
too.
Yeah, something's wrong with that, Foreman. Come on.
I know, but I
Jeez,
felt bad, so I
what's wrong?
deleted it. I deleted it the next day when I realized what the hell I put on there.
Come on, Foreman. What's
He could
wrong
have
with
just
you?
said a strong country man is looking up to Tom, not
Karen,
What?
I was drunk.
No, I know.
Come on,
No, no, no.
Foreman. You were
I'm
not that drunk.
I'm defending you about it is what I'm saying, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the best part was that we went back then to the teepee at the end of the night.
He was probably
these
in the
2
next
guys-
DP over.
Boss man could not wait to get back to build a fire to have beers by a fire. I
Well,
told
so
him
he
I'd
needs
meet
to
them
get
there.
out more.
Yeah, I know. That we haven't even got to the part where. Hold on. I went and got my Doritos, and I told him I'd meet him out in a minute, which I did not. I immediately passed out with a bag of Doritos. These 2 guys broke back mountain style around a campfire together. Boss man stayed out there. Foreman ended up coming in early, right? And then Boss man stayed out for like another hour
Yeah, I was
by
tired.
himself.
What'd you do, boss man?
I just drink a beer and contemplating life.
Whoa.
That sounds like you were going to kill yourself.
Wait,
Contemplating
like
life.
I
having
left out the
life?
next part.
What were you contemplating
Yeah,
about?
he's contemplating life.
Like life or no life? What are
Life
we
or-
talking-
No.
Well, that's not how you say it then.
Like I might jump into this fire and kill myself tonight.
I was just sitting there drinking beer, contemplating life.
Contemplating the things that are taking place in your life. Is that maybe what you meant to say?
You know,
Oh,
like,
all things good, bad, all that.
No, but that's not what you said.
yeah, dive into that, boss man, would you?
I don't know, man. I'm fucking drunk, man. I'm sitting there watching a fire. It was fun, man. If I
You used the wrong word.
I'm trying to coach you into saying, thinking about the different facets of my life would like that. You could say that. You can't say,
yeah, what I meant to say, I was sitting by the fire, thinking about
life
the
or
different
death.
facets of
Like,
my
that's
life.
not what you say.
Yeah. Bossman sitting at a fire, thinking of, about life shit, naked women, beer, stuff like that.
Beer.
Hey, I'll be right back.
What?
All right, Foreman. See you, buddy.
Yeah, jeez.
We'll mute Foreman. All right, here we go, Bossman. Now it's just me and you. Let's go. Now, what was going on there?
As far as what? The fire?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I always enjoyed fucking watching a fire, man. I don't know. It's just
Do you have fires at your house sometimes?
Once in a great while, I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, didn't you tell me that was your favorite part of the whole trip was the fire?
I don't know if that was my favorite part.
I heard the wheelchair was his favorite part.
No, it was not his favorite part.
No, I didn't like it.
What was your favorite part?
I think maybe the journey. The journey there. The journey back wasn't so fun because we were all tired and
He
crappy.
likes
But
car rides so much.
Oh, he loves stories, story time, and car
my
rides.
God.
What?
Well, it's all I hear about is car rides and price.
I know it. That is his favorite.
Your
That was his
favorite
favorite
thing
thing
is to
about going to the
we
army.
were getting kind of well, I don't know if we can say that or not. We were having a good time and we're going down
No,
the
I
road.
think you were having a good time in the back seat. That is
Yeah.
always how the car ride goes. You love
Yeah.
being a backseat passenger in a car ride when you are just
He was having a great time doing
in
a car
charge of
ride.
the cooler.
Anyways, though, we were to put country songs. We're getting all drunk up and singing. I was getting all drunk up. I was drunk up before we got in the vehicles. What I meant to say.
He was singing.
Yeah, Bossman was singing. I mean, he was having a great time.
Man.
Yeah. Bossman was having the time of his life, And yeah, the trip. What?
Go ahead.
The trip, like what he's saying is, we had no idea what we were doing. We didn't know where we were staying. We have no idea where we're at. I mean, it was just like a weird journey, right? We had anything wherever it takes us. And we ended up at a fucking Walmart parking lot.
Every day you go to work and you take care of what you have to do every day, and you forget to have fun. And so it was great to get out of the house and take this trip. I really enjoyed it. I like being out.
Man,
it doesn't happen very often. No yelling, no screaming.
Where's the thumbs up?
Good Lord.
It was fun. It was it was fucking weird not knowing where we're going. And I just said, man, Karen would fucking hate this trip.
Mhm.
We had no idea. We didn't have a hotel room. We didn't have reservations. I knew the next night we definitely had to get a hotel room. But
Or a teepee.
the one was sold out. We look up the other one. It's like $250 for a Comfort Inn, which we would have done. I mean,
at least it would have included pillows and blankets.
Well, I mean, we would have done it, but the teepee was fucking, like I told these guys, a couple years from now, when we talk about the story of this trip, it's not going to be anything except, hey, remember the time we stayed in a teepee? And then the trip will come together, but it's going to be because of the teepee. The teepee was the highlight.
The teepee was gold.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best.
We've already got teepees for next year in Louisville when they have it out there.
Yep, I already found them.
He's already found the teepees for the next time.
But these are like glamorous teepees. They actually have a bed.
He's a little too high-tone teepees for us. We don't need that.
You guys are going to have to tent camp.
Yeah, I'll bring the tent next year, boys.
You're going to bring a one-person tent for 3 people.
Yes. No, we actually have a giant tent that we've never used. It's brand new. Spent a couple $100 on it and never used it.
We'll pitch it.
It's like a 2-bedroom tent.
Real men don't pitch tents. They pitch giant teepees.
Yeah, so how are we going to pitch a tent?
I have to buy a teepee. What the fuck was that noise?
The cat knocked something over.
Where's the damn cat at?
She's right here. Come here, kitty.
Cat. Oh, so Price, your favorite part of the story was just the adventure.
Yeah. Yep.
The
journey. Well, the journey's always the best, man.
It was cool meeting Rob Floater too.
Oh yeah, that was a highlight I know of Bossman is we get right out of the car. The first guy he sees is that Floater guy, from the internet. He's an Army guy too, just like Bossman's an Army guy.
Okay.
Floater always asks about how big Bossman's doing all the time. So he's doing the truck pull. Bossman beelines it, cuts through the crowd. He's going to go talk to him while he's doing the damn event. I had to pull him out. I'm like,
Bossman, don't interrupt him.
Bossman, you can't do this shit, man. You got to back off, man. Let him get done with the event. Just beeline it.
Hey, there's Floater.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
And he's had Journey beers in him. He doesn't. He's
What?
having his best day.
He was having a great day, and he won many events that day. Drank a lot of beer, met a lot of new friends.
We didn't have to carry him out anywhere.
I was being very careful about that. I was, keeping even keel. I didn't want to be that one that's fucking got to get carried out or stuck in a closet somewhere.
Did you eat anybody's Doritos? Just asking.
That's funny. He said that. No, I seen the Doritos, and it's like the rule at the house. I can't go.
You saw my Doritos, and you were going to eat them, you son of a bitch.
No, I would never touch your Doritos.
Oh my God! If you touch my Doritos,
You touched my Doritos.
Well, yeah,
that was
There were 8 bags of Doritos. I had one, and that's the one he chose to eat.
It's probably the closest one, Karen. I don't remember.
It's
I was
just
really
fun.
drunk.
It's just a really funny coincidence.
He was eyeballing your Pop Tarts, so.
Oh yeah, I know he was. He wanted those protein Pop-Tarts big time. Any other highlights I've skipped over? Anything else? You can think about the trip or the journey?
I mean, you got very upset at Bossman for buying 16-ounce beers.
Yeah, I know.
Very upset.
I was like, why the fuck you buy these 16-ounce beers, man? We don't buy 16-ounce beers. Buy 12-ounce
I go to the
beers.
gas station. That's all they had was 12 packs of 16 ounce. I'm trying to resupply our beer.
Oh, then they're sold out of Miller
Tommy's not
Lite too.
happy.
Remember?
Everywhere.
Yeah, we go everywhere. No, we have no Miller Lite. Truck never came this week.
Hey,
We don't have Miller Lite.
What
here.
was that too? But
You know what? You should be embarrassed right now.
I brought my beer.
You should.
Bossman drank all of it.
Oh.
Okay.
Pappy will tell you, you bring your beer on a trip.
I did.
So I packed
So
a case of beer
Bossman showed up with no pillow, no blanket, no beer.
12-pack
and
of beer.
body wash.
A 12-pack of beer.
Yeah,
What, for
Yeah,
the
so-
morning of
I know.
what is that going to do for you, Bossman?
That was for the beginning. That was just the warm up.
Man, he needs to get out more.
Yeah. Yeah, because I packed a case of beer, Tom packed a case of beer, and he brought a 12-pack and drank it on the way.
That was done Friday night.
Yes.
Like Tom didn't drink Friday night. He was driving.
Yeah. So my case of beer was for Saturday.
Saturday.
That's why I bought a case of beer. Figured 24 beers would
Plus
be
like
perfect.
bar beers
Yeah.
and
Right.
convention
So I planned
beers or whatever.
accordingly, and then I had to go out and buy another case of beer. It was $35 the next night.
And it was warm. Remember, they don't refrigerate. their
And they won't
beer there.
refrigerate their beer in Indiana.
Why didn't you make him buy it if he drank all the cold beer?
No, he bought like some weird beers. 16-ounce beers that are
They
still
were
in the
Miller
cooler.
Lites.
I don't know,
Apparently-
gentlemen.
It was,
Jason, how many cases of beer did I bring the last trip I took you on?
Like 18.
20. Yeah. Yes.
that's nothing to brag about, Miss Barbell. Jesus
Mhm.
Christ. We're a couple fucking idiots.
How many pillows did you have?
Oh, I had a copious amount of pillows.
Yes.
And a nice, what was it, a down comforter too?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Nice,
man to snuggle you.
yeah,
You're fat.
a big man to snuggle me.
Yeah, but we
Make
had
me
a hell
feel
of a time,
protected.
I'm telling you right now. You got a big man sleeping right behind you,
Yeah, snoring. With
watching your ass.
with
He
his
said you were snoring the next day.
Were you guys able to like recline the seats enough? Because with the people in the back,
I was hitting Boss Man's gut when I was reclining mine.
Yeah, I had
was his
Cheeto feet.
head on the Jason's ear hole or the Tom ear hole?
Tom.
No. Yeah, he had the feet next to
You
him.
had the feet by
And
you.
Boss Man had his socks on there, fucking gray. They're supposed to be white.
Yeah, I had his Cheeto
Then
feet.
he had
right
his
in my
fucking
face.
whitey tighties on. He's back there in his underwear.
You took your pants off
Yeah, that's how he sleeps.
That's not how I
in the
remembered it.
truck?
Yeah, it smelled like shit in there.
Bad.
Oh,
It was bad. We had the
God.
back window open, but man, it stunk bad. And then, here, I'll tell you what one of my highlights was of the trip.
Are you going to wipe down the seats before I put the car seats back in?
Nope.
Boss Man was going to the event. And he put on a bunch of Brute,
God.
and it's actually Brute. I didn't even think they still sold that shit anymore. Foreman's like, "Did you just put cologne on?" Yeah, what? Well, yeah. What is it? Is it Brute?
Old Spice. Don't worry about it.
They still sell that shit.
I don't know what that smells like.
Like shit.
Like an old man would use in 1982. And Boss
It's
Man
probably
still
from
uses it.
1982.
That was one of my highlights right there. I love that. That was great. Oh God! And then the trip home was just everybody's pretty much dead. We
Yeah.
slept for like 5 total hours.
When did you guys get
in
in?
a
Like on
teepee and a
Saturday
car
night?
combined?
Saturday night, was it late night?
I don't know.
3
2 in the
a.m..
morning. 2, 3 in the morning.
So yeah.
So we slept in, the back of a car for on and off. I mean, it was the worst sleep I'd ever had the first night, waking up every second. And then the second time, every time Bossman would roll over to that cot, it's like, fucking like an alarm's going off. I'm like, oh, God, and Bossman moves again. I mean, Jesus Christ, yeah. I mean, but it was a lot better than the first night. But it was still hard to sleep. That bed the next night, oh, my God. What did you guys think?
Felt great.
What's that?
The cat was great. Oh, my bed?
The actual bed, when you finally got to a bed.
Today, last night.
I slept from the time I got home till about 9 o'clock at night and went back to bed at 11.
Jeez.
And slept till 9 o'clock this morning.
I wanted to do that. I felt like doing that. Oh, yeah. You idiots doing that deadlift thing.
Yeah.
Goob had some concept.
How's your back doing?
Thing they had a little booth his girlfriend did.
Okay.
And it was like a little platform that you put like these heavy, like how we have bands. Well, they had one band there that was equal to like 550, 600 pounds.
Jeez.
And it was like this little bar and you could pick it up like a deadlift. So I wanted to do it double overhand because I would know the exact weight because I know what I can double overhand. And it was always between 500 and 600 pounds. So I went to do it and I missed it at the top, right? And then I just picked it up, reverse grip, and picked it up like a deadlift. So I said, yeah, that's probably somewhere in that range. And then Bossman did it. He couldn't do it. And then I told him not to do it.
Bossman deadlift ever? Like he only comes here on Thursdays.
He rarely deadlifts.
Tom, you dared me to do it.
Did I? I thought I told you. I know I told Bossman not to do it.
You dared me to do it. That's why I did it.
You didn't have to take the dare. I knew you couldn't do it, dude.
I know I couldn't do it either.
Then why would you do it?
Why not?
Fuck it, I'm doing it. Well, now his back hurts. That's why. Foreman's hips flew up immediately when he did it. Right away, I knew it was bad. And then pulled with his lower back the whole way up.
No, I stopped. I stopped.
So that's good.
And I know you stopped, but like half the way up, right?
Yeah.
So.
But now I'm.
Then his back hurt immediately.
That's all right.
I've been getting rubbed down for the last 2 days, so we're all right.
He's doing okay.
Yep.
What's getting rubbed down?
A little bit of everything, Tommy.
Man. Well, you were sleeping?
No, we're not callous over here. We stay awake.
Bossman, were you getting rubbed down?
No, are you kidding? I'm married.
Oh,
we're all married.
We're all married.
Are you kidding? I'm married.
Hey, there's different levels of marriage, Karen.
I guess.
Hey, wait till you're 50.
I'm sure nothing will be changed in your house, Tommy. Things get worse over here.
50 sounds like it sucks, man. You piss all the time. You never have sex. That sounds
20
terrible.
to 30 to 40 didn't change, so I can't imagine 50 is changing anywhere anytime soon.
No. All right. Well, you got any last words? Anything else? Or Karen, do you have anything? Do you have?
I was not there.
Suggestions, comments, concerns?
No.
What'd you think of our stories?
Oh yeah, tell them about what I told you when I said we slept in a Walmart parking lot, but don't worry, we have a teepee we already have reserved for the night.
Oh, when he sent me that
funny.
message on Saturday morning, like, yeah, we reserved a TP. And I'm thinking, like Holiday Inn HI, Comfort Inn CI, Hilton. Like,
I think it's short for something.
I am trying to
Travel
figure
Plaza.
out like what TP, what in the world? Because and maybe there's like different hotels because it's in the middle of nowhere. Like I was trying to think of like low level hotels. I could not think of anything that stood for TP. I had no idea you went like a TP. So that was funny.
Yeah, and then she actually saw we're staying in a teepee, and then she showed her friends.
They made fun of us.
And then they all giggled and laughed and made fun of us.
Yes. My friends laughed at you guys.
That teepee could have been more fitting. I loved it. That was the best. That
was great.
I was wondering how all of you strong gentlemen fit through the hole.
Oh, it's fucking hard as fuck.
Like, that was the first thing I thought. It reminded me of like the Winnie the Pooh hole that like
it's tiny.
Winnie the Pooh gets stuck.
Should have seen Bossman. He couldn't get in there. He's not agile enough to get in that thing.
I mean, was it big
he
enough
army
to get
crawled.
But could he get in?
We had to push him. I pulled him, and Foreman would push him.
They got ugly.
So I was pulling his arms, and Foreman was shoving his ass in.
That's what I was picturing.
And once we got him in, we couldn't get him out. You're in for good now, bud.
Okay. So I had
You go out again tomorrow.
I had questions about the hole size.
Yeah.
Bed recovered. I told you guys to be cold. I was right. I don't really know anything else.
Yeah, you're always right. We know.
Yeah, just like that time we took the Jeep with no top on it. Hey, it's gonna rain, guys.
Yeah, that was a great idea, Tom.
No, we'll be fine. We get there, it's like a fucking. I'm like, we're dying, dude. This tornado. Karen's right. We're idiots. What are we doing? Fucking worst storm of all time. We're out there with no fucking doors on.
Jason, how long have I known you now?
All 6 years of high school, probably.
It's been a while, right?
4 years, yeah.
4? Okay.
Mhm.
It took Tom a lot of years before he's like, you were right and I was wrong. Like, you guys just got to know that I'm not trying to be smarter than you. I'm just trying to tell you what I think. And
She wants you to just tell us what to do all the time. We're going to do whatever we want to do. It's going to be wrong.
The thing is that
but we're going to live with it, damn it.
Usually I'm right.
Yeah, I'd say 9 times out of 10, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
I'd probably
right.
say around that, too. That's right.
Like, why didn't we have her book our trip?
How many times have you had to call me?
Hey, listen.
You and Tom go to the store and then you're calling me because, XYZ is the problem. I'm like, I told you that.
Told you. Yeah,
I told you that.
Well, Bossman said highlighted.
Wait, what did you say we're supposed to get again? This is what you're supposed to get. I said to write it down. Yeah, Tom didn't.
Bossman said the highlight of his trip was the adventure. So
well, he doesn't go anywhere.
That wouldn't have been an adventure if we had everything planned for us. Right, Bossman? Tell her.
Well, I mean, well, it would have been nice, Karen.
You would have had a bag, buddy.
What? Bossman, why would you say that? Well, it would have been nice if Karen had a room for us. God, I miss Karen right now. 3:30 in the morning. It's fucking.
She would have had good Doritos to choose from. She would have had lots of cold beer. She would have had a room.
3:30 in the morning. Smells like shit. It's hotter than fuck in there. Nobody can go to bed. Man, I really wish Karen was on this trip. This sucks.
We had to repack a cooler 4 times.
Why? Oh, because you had to keep finding like new beer to put on the
That's how many times we ran out.
That's bad. Yeah. Gentlemen, you also
then we couldn't find beer anymore.
You brought our worst cooler. Why did you bring our worst cooler?
What do you think? You're going to trust me with a good cooler?
Take the gray one. The gray one is like, nah,
I'm not taking any good coolers. When I go out, I just take the worst coolers. Like,
you should have taken the big gray one or the little gray one. We don't
need real good coolers. We don't need a hotel. We have teepees. We dry off with our shirts. We don't use soap. We smell like shit. We use fucking old coolers, Karen. That's what we do.
Well, he didn't tell you that I brought my Yeti backpack cooler either.
Listen, that Yeti backpack is pretty nice. We needed a backpack, right? I mean, that's okay. We can have that, right? But I mean, I didn't need to bring the real nice coolers.
You could just bring like the medium coolers, not.
That's a little too high tone for us, Karen.
I don't even know why we have that one from like.
Huh?
I don't even remember how that came to our household.
Was that the gray one?
No, he brought like the red, whatever, igloo with the lid that falls off.
That's my favorite cooler,
the new,
Karen. That's the one I bought. That was my cooler.
That was his old work cooler, probably.
Yeah, I've had that forever.
But like, I bought like one of those stupid, like the Yeti knockoffs that Walmart sells are actually really good. The Ozark Trails.
That's too high tone for us.
The small gray one holds a case of beer perfectly.
Tell her, Bossman. Tell her it's too high tone for us.
Don't say Bossman. Bossman brought 12 beers. He's not in this conversation.
And he was part of the trip, Karen.
He's not in the conversation of how to pack a cooler and bring beer.
I wouldn't know how.
He would not know how.
You should have seen his shirt collection he brought. He wore the same shirt 2 days in a row.
That was the close one I had.
It was
Friday.
Friday and Sunday.
Hands down, for the last how many years I've given you many shirts. I don't want to hear you don't have shirts.
No, I got
even
plenty.
if you just go with like what.
Hey, stop yelling at Bossman.
Not only that, but we got 2 free shirts at the convention center too. Why didn't you wear one of those?
I love how Bossman put on the same shirt he had on like Friday, right on Sunday morning, and
Callis goes,
and it was his towel.
Callis was the one that called it out too. Callis goes, "Yep, same shirt he wore Friday."
I actually I
that
wondered.
Was funny.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
That was funny.
Yeah, and it was the same shirt that was drying as the towel in the.
No, that one was not. That one.
Oh, it wasn't. It was a different one.
No, that's the one he wiped his ass with.
Oh, because he was wearing the Marine one.
Yeah,
Army.
Yeah, Army.
Army, sir.
You fucker didn't even wear a Huck Finn shirt when you were with Huck Finn at the trip, huh?
Yeah, you did.
The whole time I had them.
Fucker.
Except the 2 times you
You
wore the Army
fucker,
one.
boss man.
We were on the way back.
Jesus, it reminds me of fucking Arnold all over again. Karen yelling at boss man. You fucker.
Get out of Foreman's bed.
Get out of
There's
Yeah.
some
Foreman's
Doritos
bed.
laying around or somewhere.
All over his chest.
He doesn't miss me anymore.
Yeah, I don't want Karen going on the next trip.
You're right. It was better with. I liked my journey
No,
without
that trip
Karen.
was fun.
No one yelled at me.
Trip turned out really good, considering I thought it was going to be really bad. I mean, I knew we'd have a good time. We always do. It just as long as we're together, it's going to be good. It's not like whatever we're going to do is going to be fun, no matter what. We got beer, we got stories. You know what I mean, boss
You
man?
got to hang out with like your guys from Rep and your guys from Mars Bar and your guys from
Yeah, it was all good.
Yeah,
Turned out good, and we had a lot of connections. We did a lot of great fucking material that you're going to watch on YouTube here in the next few days that Foreman's putting together. Yeah,
Did Goop have a booth or he was just hanging out?
His girlfriend had some booth for somebody.
Okay.
And, it was fucking fun. I was glad I went. Like I said, we had second thoughts all the way there. We're like, oh, this fucking gonna suck. Why are we even driving this far? It's a far trip to begin with, but turned out to be good. Had a fun time. Thank you, idiots, for going.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for taking us.
It was all good. TP was awesome, man.
That saved the day, man. Right there, the teepee.
Foreman came through that time big.
One time in my life.
Yeah, the first time Foreman's ever come through. But that was a big one.
That's not true.
That was a big one, man. All right, guys.
How quickly he forgets when you rescued him from a garbage can.
We're not going to talk about that.
Where was he on that one, dipshit? I shouldn't have ended up in a garbage can if he was with me. Now, listen, I think that was on him. Not rescuing me. I should have never been there.
I had to run a booth, Tom.
Well, listen.
And you said you were going to the bathroom.
Well, of course, when I'm intoxicated, I'm going to say anything, and her tell what I'm going to end up at.
I lost track of time. I didn't realize you were gone for 30 minutes till Karen was like, hey, where's Tom at?
Well, no garbage cans this trip. Good job, Foreman. The only guy that was going to go in a garbage can was Bossman the first night. Walmart garbage can.
The dumpster.
He about fell into it while he urinated out there 25 times that night. That's what I thought they're going to come out and do. Why is this man urinating by our garbage can all night?
You get
There's a
arrested
giant
for
Sasquatch out there.
public urination.
Yeah, boss man, public urination. No, we went in the next morning. We bird bathed in there. Everything was fine.
Gee, guys, sorry I missed out on this trip.
Yeah, you missed
Sounds
out.
like I really would have fit in well.
No, you'd had to sleep in the backseat with boss man.
No, that would have been me, idiot.
Yeah, not a chance.
Karen, you're sleeping with the boss man in the back seat.
At about 5 o'clock in the morning, I was going to climb on the back of the tonneau cover and sleep out there.
You guys should have slept in the bed.
Why would he have done something so stupid like that?
Why?
There's a
Why
fifth wheel
didn't-
ball hitch back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll sleep on the side
Boss,
of it.
boss man sleeping in the middle. Got a ball hitch up his ass.
Very uncomfortable, Tom. I don't know what.
I'm a little uncomfortable. What is this? Oh, God. All right. Well, Foreman, good luck editing those videos.
Can't wait to see him.
Stay tuned.
You'll laugh, Karen.
Boss man, we'll see you at the next major event, right? Which is the Porn Awards next month. Are you ready for that, boss man?
Did Karen get us a hotel?
We haven't got that far yet.
We'll worry about that later, right, Tom?
Yeah. Listen, we'll drive up there to Stevenson Convention Center.
There's got to be a room available.
If there's not, we'll just sleep in the truck.
I'm going to back out on this one, Tommy.
Jason and I are going to sleep in the hotel, and you two are sleeping in the truck
Oh, God.
with our well-packed beers
Yes.
Man.
in our Yeti coolers.
Yeah, my beers were even on ice. Tom's were warm in the back of the truck.
I'm embarrassed
Yeah.
for you.
All right, let's wrap this up. Visit our sponsor.
www.thelockupgym.com. Go see John Millette at Lockup Gym in 111 West Main Cross in Taylorville, IL. He's got a gym. He's been doing. Did you see his new ceiling in that gym? He
Yeah, it looks good.
he blacked it all out. It looks really good. He works really hard to make a great gym, over 20,000 square feet, great equipment, good guys in there, good guy running it. Go see John at Lockup
Yeah,
Gym.
we should have brought John with us. What were you thinking?
He probably wouldn't accept your invite.
He
since you
would
ditched
not
him.
sleep. John won't sleep in a teepee, I promise you.
Oh God, yeah, he would.
No, he would
that guy's a
not.
Marine. He'd sleep anywhere,
Well,
Karen.
he is, that's true, but I think he would have had he would have had it booked ahead. He's a
Oh
responsible
yeah,
man.
He is very responsible.
He
Yes.
would have.
something.
He would have done the covered wagon.
Yeah, the covered wagon they had there was about
Maybe.
$10
Air
more with the air
conditioning.
conditioner. Definitely.
I'm not paying for that.
I'll go to the covered wagon. Next time I go, though, we're getting a covered wagon, boys. I guarantee that.
He's trying to talk the kids into going.
Yeah.
Girls,
I
if we
said-
go in the summer, we can get a covered wagon.
I told them that would be
They
our
would
stop
love it.
next time. I know they would.
Oh
That
my
place is
God.
awesome.
Anyway, HFB10 saves you 10% off on his website, or go see him in person in near Springfield, IL, thelockupgym.com. Thank you, John.
All right, boys. You got anything else to say?
No, time to go to bed. Got work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me
Boss
too.
man, you probably go and get put to bed by the old lady, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to go. I'm gonna go get my back rubbed out.
Oh, God. Okay, bye.
See ya.
Okay, bye.